what's happening, guys? How are we? Welcome back to Billy Forex. Now, for the last 2 weeks or so, I have been putting through its paces the Anker Power Core 2100 charger. This is a 2 USB port charger, compact enough to fit in any tank bag. It's ideal for those sort of situations where you're going on a journey but you're not too sure if you're going to do a bit of camping in between, so you won't have any access to any power. It's stated on the Amazon website that this can power an iPhone 7 up to 5 times, I believe it is. Now, I've charged my iPhone 6S almost from flat for the last about 8 or 9 days, not including the weekend that's just gone, and it has charged it up more than what is stated on the official Anker website. So it's actually charged my phone up 8.5 times, which is 1.5 times more than what they advertise. So it's actually better than what they advertise, which is incredible. I mean, how often does that happen? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a close-up of the product itself. There's not much to see, to be honest. It's a charger with some lights on it, but some people like to see these sort of things. I'm going to do a little unbox for you, what you get in the box. And what I've done is, not only have I collected all the information regarding how many charges it can do, like full charges from almost 0% to 100%, but also how long the unit itself takes to charge up from 0 power to 100%. And also, each charge, I've taken a note of how much charge it gives every 10 minutes, just to see how well it operates. So I wanted to find out, does the power teeter off the closer it gets to running out of power, or does it maintain its power but just not do as many charges? So what I'm going to do is, I've got loads of information on my phone that I've collected over the last 2 weeks. I'm not going to read it out to you because it doesn't make for very interesting reading unless you really want to find out about this stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on the YouTube channel underneath where all the information is. It's quite a long sort of draft of like a breakdown of how it operates, but if you're into that sort of stuff, it's there, so you can look at it, and if not, you don't have to. So first we're going to do is let's have a look at the charger itself, and we'll do a little unbox, and we'll go from there. Alright, let's have a look. Alright guys, so let's see the box itself. Quite unassuming, not much information on it. There's some information on the back, just the barcode and the model number. Inside we have a little bit of marketing lingo. 20 million happy customers and counting. I'm not surprised, it is really good. One of those is me. Thanks for choosing Anker, you are welcome. Faster charging with industry leading technology. Okay, so that's all that done. Inside you get the charger itself. Let's move the box to one side. You have the manufacturer's name on the side there. You have 4 lights. You have the button to indicate how much power you have left. You have the model number on the end there, and you have 2 USB ports and a micro USB to charge the unit itself. Now these lights, each one indicates 25% power charge. Now last night I charged up 2 items from full, and it's brought me down to 3 lights or 75% power. So you've got 25%, 50%, 75 and 100%. It's a really straightforward, clear, easy way of finding out how much power you have left. I'm going to tell you on the list I'm going to place underneath this video how long each one of those lights last per charge. Okay, so like I said, that's your button on the top there to indicate how much power you have left. Okay, so that's the unit itself. Simple, clean, no mess, very stylish. Now they do it in black as well, but for some reason, totally unknown to me, I went for the white one. What can I say? I must have been having a moment. So let's put that to one side. Also in the box you get your welcome guide, all the basics there, how to use it, but honestly this thing could not be easier to use. Okay, and it says here not happy. Well, if you're not happy with this, you'd be crazy. Yeah, so if you are happy, you know, give it a review on Amazon, blah blah blah. If you're not, phone the relevant people. Okay, so last but not least, the accessories. It comes with actually a really nice padded, really well padded actually. It's almost like neoprene wetsuit material. Yeah, nice little bag to chuck it in with a little drawstring on the end there, and a, where is it, your cable, micro USB to charge the unit itself. Okay, that's everything you get in the box itself. Let's put all that to one side. Okay, let's talk about dimensions. We are looking at just over 6.5 inches in length, just under 2.5 inches in width, and 3/4 of an inch in thickness. Now, weight wise, you are looking at 356 grams or 12.56 ounces. Okay guys, so that's the basic information about the product itself. Now, like I said, I'm going to put all the details that I've collated over the last 7 or 8 days regarding how much charge this thing gives off every hour or every 10 minutes. And I'm going to put it underneath there so you can view it yourself at your own pleasure instead of listening to me bore you crazy with a load of numbers. But that said, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just give you some basic bullet points of how this thing performs, and give you that now, so if you don't want to read through all that nonsense, you could just hear it from me. Okay, from flat, no power, to full power takes 9 hours, okay, to charge this charger up. Okay, so you could, for example, if you've got a trip planned, you could go out, charge it the night before, and by the time you wake up in the morning, you have essentially got a week's worth of charging power in your tank bag. Okay, each charge takes from a full one of these to an iPhone 6s, what you're watching me on now, it takes 2.5 hours to charge up an iPhone 6s from 2% power to 100%. Okay, every 10 minutes you gain 10% power on your phone. All right, up until about an hour and 50, hour and 52 hours, the rate drops down to about 5% power every 10 minutes. And then when it gets to about 2 hours 20, the power output drops down to about 2 or 3% until 2 hours and 30 is up and you've got fully charged phone. Now, it was that way for 8 full charges. Okay, the power didn't dip, it didn't fluctuate, it just did a constant solid charge every time from roughly 2%, 5% power, 2.5 hours. Now, in the end, I got on the 8th charge, I'm just reading it off my screen here, after the 8th charge I was down to a single light, okay, 25% power. Now with that 25%, so last charge was charge 9 and I got a 47% charge out of my phone. So you do 8 full charges and 1 half charge, basically, that's it. Now, because this thing's got 2 USB ports, yesterday and this morning I charged up my, I've got 2 iPhones at home. I've got the old 4S, I believe it's called, or 4C. I charged that one up from flat, and my iPhone that you're looking at now from about 5% to full, and I'm trying to think back now. I've got all these numbers going on in my head, bear with me. Okay, so this was charged at full percent. I had 2 iPhones connected, both had very low power. They both charged up the same time, but or down to 1 light after charging 2 items once. So what that basically means is, if you're charging 2 items every time, you can cut down the amount of charges you have to round about 3.5 full. If you're only charging 1 item, you get about 8 full charges out of it. Jesus. Alright, hopefully that makes sense. It is a really, really bloody good charger. I cannot stress that enough, and I am not getting paid to say this. Anker have not sent this to me, I can assure you. That's not the way I roll. It is really bloody good. It will fit in your tank bag, no problem, or your rucksack, and you're done for a week's worth of charging, or however you go for. Alright guys, that's it. Okay, I've got something special coming up soon, and I'm not going to tell you about it, because that's just the way I am. Alright, I'll see you next week hopefully, or a little bit after. Alright guys, take it easy, see you soon. Bye.